Have you ever come across that one person who has a social media profile, but it looks like a digital ghost profile? No gym selfies, no curated brunch photos, no life updates. In a world that is practically addicted to constant attention, these people stand out precisely because they choose to disappear. It's easy to assume they're shy or hiding something, but if you look at the psychology, you'll see something much cooler. They aren't invisible, they're just playing a completely different game. First, let's talk about the digital illusion. We've all been there, scrolling through someone's highlight reel and suddenly feeling like our own life is a total disaster. Psychologists call this social comparison. It's the habit of measuring your worth against the filtered, best version of life that everyone else puts online. The people who refuse to post understand this trap perfectly. They know that what you see online is a curated show, not reality. By staying low-key, they aren't being boring. They're protecting their mental peace from the toxic cycle of keeping up with the Joneses. They value their sanity over a performance. Then there's the issue of self-validation. Think about the average person today. They do something fun, and their first instinct isn't to experience it, it's to capture it and ask the world, "Am I doing this right?" But the non-posters operate differently. They've built an internal anchor. They don't need a flood of likes to feel that a dinner was delicious or a vacation was great. That level of self-sufficiency is actually a rare trait. It's not that they don't care about others, it's that they've realized their worth is a constant, not something that fluctuates based on how many hearts they get on a screen. Let's touch on deep thinking as well. Ever notice how the people who post the least often seem to have the most interesting things to say when you actually get them alone? That's because they're introspective. They aren't constantly externalizing their thoughts. They're busy processing life, not just broadcasting it. This comes from what we call an internal locus of evaluation. It's a fancy way of saying, "I am my own judge." Instead of asking the internet for a scorecard, they hold themselves to their own standards. It's a superpower that lets them ignore the noise and focus on what's genuinely meaningful. And yes, we have to talk about privacy. Some people just value the mystery. In an age where everything is searchable and taggable, having a private life is a radical act. Privacy isn't about secrecy, it's about boundary setting. It's realizing that not every moment of your day is content to be consumed by strangers or casual acquaintances. By keeping their photos offline, they are reclaiming their autonomy. They decide who gets access to their time, their space, and their energy. Finally, there's the emotional security piece. People who don't post aren't trying to prove they have a perfect life. They already know their life has ups and downs, and they're comfortable with both. They don't need the proof of a selfie to know they exist. This is a sign of someone who is deeply grounded. They are focused on real-world goals, real-world relationships, and real-world results. So, next time you see that empty profile, don't think of it as a void. Think of it as a choice. These people might just be the most self-aware, grounded, and emotionally balanced folks in your entire feed. They don't need to be seen to know they matter. And honestly, that's the real flex.